In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising, people. It's another magnificent day, right? Woo! And I'm just going to let y'all know that if you haven't already got Molly Mall, Sea Moss, get it. It's some good stuff for your body. And I'm going to tell you, if you haven't got the book Shades of Blue, get it. It's a good story for your mental. It's going to make you laugh, cry, and all of that stuff. And hopefully soon, from my lips, to God's ears, maybe it will be a motion picture one day or a series one day. Let's just work it out. We will make it happen, right? Today, of course, is Freaky Friday, and we always talk about the stuff that's taboo. Okay, I'm just gonna say that's taboo. Y'all know that Freaky Friday is an open forum where you, the panel, and the viewers can lead the question and direct the question any which way. That's what makes it freaky. We talk about any and everything. It's not necessarily something sexually explicit all the time. But if the panel asks a sexually explicit question, it could be led that way. But I'm going to stay on top and stay on track to keep us from going down too deep into the rabbit hole. We can play with the rabbit hole a little bit, but we don't need to go too deep in certain areas or topics, because guess what? I'm not a doctor. I am a philosopher, however, but I'm not a doctor. I don't have a degree. I can't tell you to fix your life. The only thing I can do is give you advice and to advise. And that's not even legal advice. I can't even, do that. But as advice as a human, as advice of my little bit of years of living, my tenure here on this planet, I can tell you what I've seen, what I've experienced. That does not mean that it's going to apply for you. Okay? So, and that's for the rest of our panel. That's how our Freaky Friday flies. Hey, funny man Dave.
Hey, what's up?
We got Dave Green in the house, in the building. Morning to you. It is Freaky Friday. It is. And you the first panelist. Should I go ahead and give you the question or not?
Oh yeah. Give me the question.
Okay. While I'm giving Dave the question, Molly, can you find a nice video for us? Good morning, Molly.
Good morning, Molly.
What up, funny man? Rising, y'all. I got you on the video.
You got me? Because I want to ask Dave our question that we talked about. We're talking about age difference when you're young, male versus female, dating younger and older women. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Say you have a 14-year-old woman messing with, I'm not sorry, 14-year-old little girl, because at 14 we're little, still boys and girls.
Right.
You had a 14-year-old girl messing with a 21-year-old man. Okay, we're gonna say 21 just because the legal age. Now reverse it. You have a 14-year-old boy messing with a 21-year-old woman. Do you think they would get the same justice?
No, I don't. If the 21-year-old man messing with the 14-year-old girl or something like that, no, or whatever, he's looked at, like a predator, this, whatever, like that, no. But if it was reverse, if it was a 14-year-old boy or something like that, no, they got with a 20-some-year-old, he'll be looking at, as the man or whatever, you know what I mean?
So even at 14, you're saying that the little boy would still be looked upon as a man.
I mean, yeah, like, when you see like them cases of, the cases of, like the teacher messing with the student, Reverend, I mean, there was a lot of people was like, damn, a lot of guys, wasn't like, oh, poor little boy. They was like, damn, I wish that was me. Or I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I'm reminiscing, like, damn, the Miss Hill or whatever like that, no, give me any signs I ignored, you know what I mean? So
it's wild because hormones at 14 are popping on both sides, the male sides and the female sides.
right.
And just because the female says, oh, I like this guy, or I want it, doesn't mean that they should do it. And just because a boy say, oh, I like this guy, the adults in each situation, to me, is the predators, the adults. Whether it's the male adult or the female adult, it's the adult in this matter. Because at 14, male or female, we got hormones. Then that's what we're going to go off of, our hormones not being able to control it, because we're just getting into them. Right. And when we get an older predator, they take advantage of that. You know, we see so many of our mother and fathers, right? Well, back in the day, I don't know how it is now, but in our generation, the mothers were so teenage mothers, and the fathers wouldn't necessarily be teenage boys. They would be grown men, adult men,
Right.
Even if you're 14 and the boy's 19, he's considered a grown man, and he's considered too old for that 14-year-old. But there's a lot of parents and that happens and everything, that way. Contractor, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Greasy. Good morning, David Green.
Where's Chrissy? Is she with you? Is Mrs. Contractor with you?
She back at the room. Taking get straightening up.
Okay, y'all up here yet?
Yeah. Well, I had to come do a job real quick. We be back in like an hour or so.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, today's question, right? It's a freaky one, but it's kind of on a serious nature. Do you think? Okay, listen carefully. I know you're going to say no, but I want to know why you feel that way. Do you think that if you have a case, well, why do you feel that way? Okay, let's say you got a case with a 14-year-old girl and messing with a 21-year-old man. Then you have the case of the 14-year-old boy messing with the 21-year-old woman. Do you think the males in this case are going to get the children, or will get justice done?
Well, my take on that, girl or boy at that age shouldn't be messing with nobody. That's why both parents need to be in the house. Because if your mother had you young and she got to work 2 or 3 jobs because everything costs so much, and she at work, who watching the kids? They up there doing whatever they want to do. I don't think both, the father should get the father should get the kids automatic, because women that had the kids for all of these years and ain't shit got done. The teenage pregnancy at a all-time high. Dudes in 12th grade reading on the 3rd grade love. You can't blame the man because of what no man around. It's all the women's fault.
I mean, no, I was talking about the justice. Do you think they're going to get the same penance for the judicial system?
No, the guy gonna get worse.
The guy child or the guy or adult guy? Which guy gonna get worse?
The adult guy.
So the adult man will get it way worse for messing with a female than if you have an adult woman messing with a 14-year-old boy.
They had. You say why?
Yeah, I mean, explain. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, just because it's a man. That's just how the world's set up now. Everything is against the man to make the man look bad and this and that. Women get a pass for everything. They'll make an excuse for her. Oh, well, when she was younger, she didn't have a childhood, so now she around these kids and it make her feel young again. And then that'll be it. But a man, we don't get no passes. We gotta be on point for us everything. Yeah, but they gonna make excuses for her, give her all kind of passes, say it's not that bad, it was just a boy. Yeah, they gonna fry him, but put him on a sex offender list. He ain't gonna be able to work none of that shit. They probably won't even put her on the list.
Good point. Because on the sex offender registry, when you do look up sex offenders, I have not seen a female on there. I've rarely seen. When I used to look to see how many of my friends. That's sad. And the reason why I say is how many of my friends, because a lot of my male friends would get caught up in that same type of scenario. They thinking a girl is of age and she's not, and then that's it. They get roped off. They get thrown in the penal system that they not ready for a lot of times, and the girl be a hot butt, be out there getting some more victims. And
she lied about her age, didn't tell them her true age. Nothing happens to her. They only going after him.
That's true. I've seen it. I had a cousin, right, that ran. I'm telling you the story. This is a true story. She ran away from home, right? Let me get Kiani in here, say good morning, because I want y'all to listen to this story. It's serious.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kiani. Grand Rising.
Grand Rising. Funny man, the contractor Reese Marley. Good morning to everybody on the show.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, bro?
It's Freaky Friday, but we going into like a serious portion of it. Okay, you got a young son. Okay, I'm gonna give you the question, and then after you answer the question, then I'm gonna tell all of you on the panel a real true situation. Okay, men and women, say you got a 14-year-old girl dating a 21-year-old, messing with a 21-year-old man. Then you got a 14-year-old boy messing with a 21-year-old woman. Do you think that they're going to get equal justice? That the adults in this case going to get the same equal justice? Meaning, do you think that man and that adult woman are going to get the same stint in jail or the same punishment? And why and why not?
I think it's not going to be the same, because I think the man gonna get more time than the woman.
Yep.
Because he's a male, brown-skinned male, so automatically
I didn't say what color. I didn't say what color.
Oh, okay. You didn't say that. Okay, that's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, what color? You're right. That's important too.
I didn't put a color up there, but you're right. In most instances, color is another factor, But I want to know why the women are not getting punished on the same level as the man if they're committing the same type of a crime. They could get away with sexual assault for children. They could get away. That's pedophilia. When you have an adult woman, that's pedophilia. And we was talking about in our age group that a lot of our parents, like young parents, whether the mama is 14, 15, messing with a 21-year-old, and then they had us. When you look back and see that the parents' age, our age, the difference in our parents' age, most of the time the daddy is way older than the mama.
Yeah, I mean, in some instance, yes, but
Yeah, most, not picking on you and that, but how old is your daddy from your mom?
they are 2 years apart.
Only 2 years. Okay, that's good. My grandparents was the same apart, but my mother and father was different years apart. There was 4 years between them, but 4 years was enough to get one of them in trouble. If they went that way, but they didn't look at it that way. They said, "Oh, he's 13, he's 17, messing around." But that was too young because when he go to 18, he's a man now, and it looked like what? Both of them fooling around, but only one of them gonna get that statutory rape charge. But
yeah, my dad was 20 and my mom was 15 when she had me.
See, your dad would have got the statutory rape charge because she was a minor. He was a grown man.
Yeah, that's wild how back then, even Oklahoma, I think the girls can be 18 or 16 or something. I forgot, but it's something like that. You can mess with them. That's an early age, I tell you that. They thick too. They big, tall, thick. I'm talking about Megan Stallion, Beyonce. I'm talking about, but anyway, back then it was normal. It was normal for somebody to be that age, to be 15 to 20.
No, it wasn't normal. It was acceptable.
You're right. Acceptable. That's true.
We even had songs about it. We looked the other way. Anytime Benny Medina, grown ass, can talking about she's just 16 years old. Leave her alone. We saw the video all over the world back in the 80s. Everybody know that song. If I could fly, I'd pick you up and take you into the night and show you love. There's this grown, creepy man vetting this little 16-year-old girl. And the father says she's just 16 years old. Leave her alone. but he get her climb out the window. They was showing stuff like that back in the 80s. It was cool for you to be 15, 16 and have a 21-year-old boyfriend. I even had a 21-year-old boyfriend. I'm never intimate with him. He dropped me. But anyway, because I had no business with the 21-year-old boyfriend. I'm 16. My mind ain't where his mind at. I wasn't thinking. I'm like, oh, I'm going to the movies to get some popcorn and his coat. I'm not getting felt up. I'm thinking like, ooh, it's different. Everybody's not the same. Now let's flip it. That's the boy, that's the girl and the grown man. Let's flip it to the boy and the grown woman. Look, there's a lot of cases where these boys, even though their hormones tick-tocking, and the teachers or whatever give in. How come that isn't looked down upon? Because the boys don't tell, or the boys don't go back, yeah, I hit Miss Jenkins, I hit her. Or the boys don't get in that group and talk like women do. Because, little girls going to go back, yeah, me and David went to the movies. Oh, and he kissed me and he felt me up. The boys ain't going to say, I went over Miss Jenkins' house and we played Naked Twister. The boys not going to go back and tell the other. You know what I'm saying? Is that why it's different? Or is that a badge of honor for that?
I disagree. I think the boys, like I said, what I mean, the boy is going to seem more like the man or whatever like that. No, you know what I mean. So he is going to go and be like, man, guess what? Yeah, like the teacher or whatever. No, that was messing with the student, or whatever. No, you know what I mean. it was the boy that was, you know, going around bragging and pretty much putting her business out or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So it was a boy in that. That's why I need my men to let me know. That, you know, to if we get a fair shake, and you both, all three of you said that no, men and women do not get a fair shake in the judicial system when it comes to stuff as rape or statutory rape. They throw the book at the men and give a pat on the hand to the women. Is that what I'm hearing everybody saying?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
Marley is right. She did end up being found guilty and got locked up or whatever like that. No, but it wasn't for long. And then
Yeah.
when she
He
got
came
out,
home and did the shit again.
yeah,
He
when she
came
got
home
out,
and
she
did
did.
it again.
Yeah.
But you know why though? You know why? Because
Put it on.
really give a fuck about, man, because women are way more profitable. Women have kids out of wedlock. They make money from the courts, from that, from WIC, from child support,
Yep.
from the judges, all of that. It's so many ways to get money from women. They come up with a shelter to say women ain't got nowhere to stay at, but every time they leave, they come back pregnant. But they keep coming back to a shelter. It's way more profitable dealing with women because women cost the system so much money and they spend so much money. If a woman make $300,000 a year, she spend $400,000 a year.
Yeah, they just don't see it the same. How I look at it, a lot of people already get away with it. We talking about the people who got caught. You know, there's a lot of women out here that allow their teenage kids to have sex with older women because they find it cool. And the first thing they say is, well, he pushed up on her. All right, now flip it. If a little girl, 14, 13, pushed up on a grown man, y'all wouldn't be okay with that. I see it at the parties. It can be a little 5-year-old getting freaked by a grown woman. They be like, oh, that's cute. But you won't let a 5-year-old little girl freak a grown man. You know, it's totally different.
Right,
And
right.
society
They
let
said
it
on that
go. They
video.
think it's cute. They be like, oh, he a little man. He this and that. Like, y'all supporting
That's
it.
child abuse. And I have a son, and let my 14-year-old son get let the teacher touch them. She gonna get these skippity pats because
Yeah,
not
I
only am
think
I it's gonna be two charges. It's gonna be me assaulting her and her assaulting my child. Because after I hear about the assault on my child, I'm automatically going to assault her because that's my child.
It
That's
ain't
mine.
gotta be a teacher. It can be a girlfriend. It
Girlfriend,
can
ain't no
be
girl,
a
nothing
lady
for
down
school.
the street that y'all friends with. Y'all find it cute.
Don't say y'all, say they.
That's how the conversation came up. When just hit your friend, you
Who found
found
that
it
cute?
cute.
No, ask just what happened. I
I'm
want the freak
saying ain't
off.
nobody called the police and you ain't stopped talking to your friend. You just like, well, he wanted it. He pushed up on her. It don't matter. If he was a girl and that was a man friend, you'd have been like, hold up, you ain't going nowhere. With the police, we gonna make sure that you let her go because it was cute. It's like, oh, just
That wasn't
he a
cute. It
little
was
man.
disgusting
He
to
a little
me.
man.
And
But
and, it,
it
and
was disgusting. But
he
she
was
got away
acting
with
like
it.
a man. So you got to remember, Just was always acting
Exactly.
like
So
a man.
if it
And
was a little
I'm
girl
like, you
acting
know what?
grown, would you would have let that man leave? If it was a little girl in your family, your little cousin, and she had sex with a male that you knew that was grown, would you have let him leave the house? You just say, "Oh, that was nasty." Not well. She pushed up on him. Would it matter? You would let him leave the house?
No, well,
like
I don't know.
hey Reese,
I
look
don't
at
know.
now when you say 80-year-old billionaire and he with a chick that's 29 or 30, first thing all women say that's disgusting. They only mad because they ain't with him. They
I'm not
always
mad
trying
because
to
they
make
ain't
men
with
look bad.
you know. I just think that we need to protect our children across the line. We need a better job, and sometimes
Well,
we gotta protect our children from themselves
all right, but
because
that start with having both parents in the household. Everything start with that.
I
Y'all fuck for
agree.
the
And you
kid.
need both parents. I agree. I
Yeah.
had a conversation last night with a man that I had a child with, and we both agree that it both parents. And he said that, oh, the woman that you spoiled your son, you let him do this, get away with this and this and that. Now he's at this age, It's because you did this, you did that. And I said, why did I do this? Why did I do to give him everything? I'm trying to compensate for two parents, but you can't. And you let him down because you wasn't around to show him, to tell him, to get him what he need to be to learn as a man. So both of you fail epically. So if you want to put it all on the mother, you got to put it on the daddy too. And then the father.
No, not really, because Reese, she chose to be a mother. If I meet a chick outside the club and she like, damn, you got a nice car and this, and I fuck in the back seat and this and that, and then she wound up getting pregnant, that's her fault. She kept the kid, don't even know who to do this. But women will group together in lumps to be against a man. They'll never hold the woman accountable. That's why when I said this.
So you saying the good woman and the bad woman lumped together just to go after the man?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
I just look like you gotta take the good with the bad. And let's say one of these single mothers' kid go to college, become the president. I did that. They be celebrating Mother's Day and Father's Day, but soon as kid go to jail or something, I was by myself. I had no help, and it gotta be that same energy, you know. So I got that from a comedian. A comedian was saying it was funny, but it was so real. He said he was walking in the mall with his son, and he said a woman came up to him and was like, "Oh, he's so cute. I just want to eat him up. Oh, can I kiss him? Oh my goodness, boy, when you get older." He said, I was just thinking if she had a little girl and I walked up to that little girl and said, "Little girl, you so cute. I just want to kiss you all over. I can eat you up right now." He said, I'd have went to jail. He said, women get away with so much stuff. I just thought about like, dang, I heard that a lot growing up, you know. They go Phil. What up, Phil?
What's up, fam? How y'all doing?
Yeah, even down to like Justin Bieber, Michael Jackson, everything. You know what I mean? When you got grown Diana Ross and Ellen DeGeneres and all kissing all on him and everything like that. No, if that was like, Steve Harvey and a little girl or something like that or something, that would have been totally different.
Inappropriate, totally
right.
Inappropriate. Phil, let me bring Phil in on the question, and then I'm gonna tell you guys a true story. Okay, y'all, can I do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where Keone go? Look, I call him the magician, abracadabra. Okay.
He probably took a blunt break.
He could just call. He need to hear his voice. He need to hear us. We don't have to see what he's doing, but to be part of it. So the question, Phil, we were talking about men and women having the same punishment in the penal system. I'm gonna give you the scenario to set up. You got a 14-year-old girl, a 21-year-old man. Then you have a 14-year-old boy and a 21-year-old woman. The panel agreed, because I even agreed to, that the man would get punished. The lady, however, would get a slap on the wrist. They don't look at it being the same sexual assault. SA is SA. And I'm not talking Latino. SA. I'm talking about sexual assault. Okay. It's the same. And they were saying that women get away with murder because that's, versus the man. What is how do you feel about that and why? Do you agree, disagree, and why?
What are we talking about as far as what charges?
Statutory rape. I mean, rape. A 14-year-old girl and a 21-year-old man, that's rape, statutory rape. A 14-year-old boy and a 21-year-old woman, that's statutory rape. But in the eyes of the law, they don't look at it the same way.
In the eyes of me, I don't look at it the same way either.
Oh, okay. Explain. Do tell.
Huh?
Go ahead. Explain your point,
Let me step out of this building before I say the wrong thing and give these people the wrong opinion of me.
Uh-oh.
I mean, the crime is the same, but the results are different.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. A 14-year-old girl and a 25-year-old man is a problem. A 14-year-old boy and a 25-year-old woman, that's a party. So
See, you see,
Hell
look at
yeah.
that.
Hell yeah.
You see, and you
I'm a,
wondering why the women don't get to say, because on a man's they thinking it's, to me, as a parent, as a mother now, I'm looking at it as bad. They should get the same type of
it's
penance.
horrible. It's just terribly horrible. It's a really, really bad thing.
I mean, because I don't see on the sex offender registry. I looked on there, used to look on there to see my friends. That's messed up. Because they will
Uh,
always get into these tricks where they was messing with these little young girls. But I have not seen any females on there. So I'm like, and then because one of the panelists said they don't even make the female register on the registry, do they? They supposed to on the sex.
no, I think they do, but I don't know.
I don't know no women on the sex offender list. I got to go and look at it again. I got to go vet the process. I'm like, is there women on the sex offender list? And then what about when you got the same genders? I noticed this.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When it's a 14-year-old girl and a 20-year-old man, the girl is horrified. When it's a 14-year-old boy and a 25-year-old man, I mean a 14-year-old boy and a 25-year-old girl, he want to know, can he call her later? So it's all.
But it's different type a mentality, because I was one of the 16-year-olds that had a 21-year-old boyfriend. Okay, it was never
Did he
no
want to call
hey,
you later?
No, he dumped me.
I remember
But
being in middle school and seeing dudes pull up to the school to pick girls up. Girls always was fucking with older dudes. I don't know.
right.
My sister was the same way. That bitch been a skeezer her whole life. All she did was fuck with older niggas.
He put the word skeezer. I know that's right. But everybody is different. Just like think about, like I said, I had the older. I was in middle school, 8th grade. I fell asleep. They went in my purse and got my little picture photo and set it up on top of. Out there, old men. Out there, go with old men. They teased me for having an older boyfriend. Out there, be messing with them old men. Out there was the only one that still was a V and still was a virgin. That man have been messing with them old men, but guess what? The old men didn't get any of the good and plenty, but y'all heifers was. I had a girl when my cousin was pregnant, and they was breaking them up. Them younger boys were breaking. So again, I got teased for dating older guys. You know, last out the class, and they put the pictures up on the damn blackboard.
I ran into my teacher last week, man. This contractor was out at dinner, and I ran into her from middle school. I was probably like in the 5th or 6th grade. She was bad as I don't know what, Miss Myers. I was like, Miss Myers, I had a crush on you. I said, you would have been my favorite teacher, but you ain't never give me detention and tell me to put my pants down. She was dying laughing.
Now you have been telling dirty jokes. Let me tell y'all a true story. This is so messed up and so freaky, and why this is not fair. I knew somebody. I ain't gonna say who they was. I knew somebody, a young girl, right? She was only 13 years old. Okay, she ran away from home. She hanging with the old girl. She ran away, right? So she gets up with the butt naked crew. That's what they call themselves. These older guys, these old, these college guys, frat. You lying about your age. You in there drinking a party, turning up. You ran away. When your mother found you, she went back and pressed charges against all of those men, said that they raped her child, statutory rape. That was so wrong.
Because she's trying to protect her innocence. But it's her fault that the girl was out there doing that. So now she got to do quality control so to protect her daughter's innocence, and the girl going to go along with it because, she want to go along with her mother saying.
The girl didn't go along with it, but the girl don't have no say. When the mama said, they got the law involved, and the mama said, I'm going to press charges, that little girl was, I did it, I ran away. They didn't care. But because in the law, I guess, I don't know, she should have looked like a minor, but she was developed. She didn't look like a 13-year-old. And those boys, 19 years old, 18, one was 21, and that now you ruined their life because your hard ass daughter. And that I feel that was so wrong and that was so messed up. And I'm like, that is so it's so it just broke my heart. You know what I mean? Not that what happened to her because she wanted what happened to happen. Didn't nothing happen to her that she didn't want. I felt bad for the daggone 3 dudes that was charged. I mean, for real, she ran away.
And 19, I knew 13-year-olds from when I was 19. Ain't no way no 13-year-old girl can trick me. I don't care who they conversation so, alone. Yeah, as soon as they start talking, you know they 13. All you gotta do is ask a question: what school you go to? What college you go to? She can't name one of them motherfuckers. Them niggas knew how old she was.
I still feel bad for them.
I don't. It was more pussy on college that was their age and older.
You know, she up there in the party, but I guess they were bending over, busting it open, getting naked, stripping. She was doing that. She was stripping.
Hey, you can make it however you want. She was 13 years old. She shouldn't even been. They shouldn't even let her in that party.
Ran away.
Y'all really can't tell a 13-year-old. You really can't tell a 13-year-old from a 19 or 20-something-year-old.
Nah, yo, the way they eat, all this unhealthy shit they eating.
Yeah.
That's scary, man. That's scary ass, man. I be seeing these kids. My daughter's school, like you could tell some of them, they built a little extra to be young, but I could still just tell they kids, just they conversation, they talking, playing TikTok and shit. Like, I don't know.
You got chicks in their 40s that think and act like that.
Yeah.
They glued to their goddamn phone playing Candy Crush and on TikTok. I'm like, damn, shorty, I had this bitch I was fucking with. I'm like, shorty, you too fucking old. Be doing that dumb all day.
What up, Will?
They be on the phone all day long playing TikTok. Yo, the young ones and the older ones do the same shit.
I know some older ones on TikTok.
So it's hard to tell these days how old they is. I guess she just probably be immature. If you tell a 13-year-old boy, Reese, at your 19-year-old, if he was at the party,
boys are different. Boys go differently.
I'm saying if he was built big, like
the contract hit bills, yeah.
There was some niggas on our football team that looked like they was already in college. 14 years old.
Look, but now I was tricked by a dude that said that he was really 23 and said that he was 28. I was tricked by that.
That's easy.
Because 23 and 28, you still grown.
Yeah.
He had his car and everything. I was tricked by that. I was like, you nigga, you lied. You know, because he was like, I didn't want you to know that we weren't. But like I said, he was an adult. He was old enough to drink. And he went out, he had his own car and everything. So that was a little different. But I never messed with a child. I ain't gonna mess with no child. I made joke about it. I made whatever. And now, thank goodness, all my son's friends are grown now. So I'm not messing with a child.
Oh, man.
Look, I don't mess with a 30-year-old. Yes, I will. You grown. I can mess with a 30-year-old now. And I would not be considered them unless everybody's old and legal. But when you're young like that, no.
See, that's why dudes be like, she's 21, that's grown. See, but older
21
women,
is grown. 21 is grown. But the child.
But her mother would be 40-something or 50 and be like, oh, that's disgusting and nasty because he don't want her, he want his daughter. I know a lot of dudes who should try to get chicks in school and then they act like they was too good for them. They grew up and had daughters and the dudes be fucking their daughters.
Well, I knew a lot of dudes that leave you alone and go after your mama.
That's the ultimate. I done fucked bitches' mothers before.
You just a dog. You're a grown dog.
No,
But we
no,
talking about,
I'm. That's how I used to be. I ain't like that no more. You know, I'm with the contract.
but we're
That's
not
it.
even talking about the now we're talking about children. When children come into play, that's something totally different. When the
See,
innocence
the definition of children now and children back then is two different things. Children back then was innocent. They went outside to play. They did their homework. They stayed in the child's place. These kids now, the woman to be sitting there talking about a dude dick and this and that, her son be chiming in. Before you know it, the son carrying a person. He want to know what dick feel like too.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, let's
Say that again. A child stay in a child's place.
Nah,
Hey, wait,
children.
no. Go back to what you said. A child stay in a
Okay,
child's
yeah.
place.
Yeah, children, the definition of children back then and children now is two different things. Children back then stayed in a child's place.
Wait,
Children
what was
back then,
that? Wait a minute. What did we do? What did we do, John? What was
we
that
stayed in a-
contract?
we stayed in the child's place. Like when our parents talked, we had to leave the room.
Yep.
You could-
Did you, Molly?
Yeah, you couldn't talk.
Did you? Yep. Did you, David?
Yeah, I got in trouble for
Ain't interrupt.
yeah, I got in trouble for being in an adult conversation. So yeah,
See? Right.
I can tell Dave got his ass whooped. He don't even cut in the conversation on the show. He be ready to cut in, but then he be like, he be waiting.
Me
Like
too.
double
That's
dutch,
why I
like
be
double
raising my
dutch.
hand.
I told one cuss word my whole life. My mom smacked every cuss word out of my vocabulary.
I still don't cuss in front of my mother, and I'm in my 40s.
Yeah, I couldn't
Because
cuss in front of my mother.
The stuff that we got then is still instilled in us. I don't drink until I finish eating because that's how I did when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I don't eat candy and snacks and none of that shit until I eat dinner first. These kids now, they eat all the snacks and all that.
Wait a minute. Hold up. When you was a kid, you didn't eat candy?
Not really. That's why I don't have no cavities.
Okay.
None. I don't have none. Yeah, thank you.
I was a tater
that
chip
shit
game.
come from juice anyway.
I was eating tater chips.
Yeah.
Not potato, but tater.
Yeah, I can't do that candy.
Nah, I don't really like sweets like that. Like every now and then I might want something. I only like certain now later.
That was my jump.
Yeah.
I like banana. My favorite was banana.
Tropical was my jump.
Yeah, you mess
Molly,
with
you
the
remember
woman.
Annihilators?
Now and laters.
Yeah. Reese, all that shit different now. When we was younger and our parents took us to the gas station, when we walked in, all we saw was candy. Now we older, we take our kids to the gas station, all they see is all the pills to make your dick hard.
And condoms. And different brands like it's candy. And then you tell your child, go pick something out, and they picking up Trojans. Like, what is that? I don't know, but picking up, it's totally different.
Yeah, we had a dry bag though.
You saw candy, now you see energy drink.
We had cigarette candy.
Yeah, yo, that was training, yo.
Yeah, bubblegum beepers and shit. We had
bubblegum beepers and the tape that be up at the front. We had big league guns that be up at the front. All the little
that big
stuff.
league was good. I like that.
Gum, and you thought it was to be put it in, shoot it like tobacco.
The wax lips.
Children a time to fantasize, and we had fun candy. We had fun dip.
Yeah,
we had candy
rings. Tattoos in it. That's where everybody wanted tattoos. Yeah, 100 fake tattoos on their arm.
All of them sticky,
Tootsie Rolls and gum for just a penny.
Mm-hmm.
The what?
The gum and the Tootsie Rolls for just a penny.
I remember the gumball machine. You put a penny in there. You don't even see gumball machines no more like that, do you? And they not a penny. They quarters of 50
25 cents. Yep.
50 cents. Man, we used to put a penny and hold our hand under there.
Yep.
All them little chiclets. They don't even have chiclets and stuff no more. Like that.
Yep.
It's a different age, and everybody loved the crazy ball. How many times you go to the gumball machine, put a dime in there to get the bouncy ball? Get the crazy ball. I want a blue one. You keep putting money in until you got the color you
get
want.
the blue one. Yep.
Hey, Reese, and then back then, the women took care of the house and wanted to be married and had kids and have a
Yeah.
household. Now these bitches got 6 kids by 6 different dudes by the time they 21. Men used to
Yep.
take care,
And
provide.
don't want to clean up. We used to clean up. We
Yeah,
had chores that we had to do.
men used to work hard and provide. Now the child support system got a dude so fucked up he can't even take care of himself.
And that's another thing. Women, I'm seeing
Yep.
more now. Women in the system for child support. Why
It's
do any
revenge.
man have
It's
to make
revenge.
another man or woman take care of their child? The court system should not make a real person
But
have to
Reese,
take care of their
they
child, whether
not
it's man or woman.
they
But it
they not
is.
they not doing it for that. As soon as a dude don't want to be with a chick no more, that's the first thing she go do. A dude could be most dudes get a chick way more than they get from child support, but then dudes be like, since you took me, that's all you gonna get.
Yes, I've seen that so much across the board. Okay, before you had a baby, the daddy doing for the baby. So why are you taking them up for child support? Or my mama said I need to put you on papers in case you stop. My mama said I need to put you on papers in case you have another child that you don't want to give to my child. That's stupid thinking. That's ignorant thinking. That's slave mentality thinking right there.
Revenge.
Because if he's doing what he's doing, leave the man alone. Please let the man do what he's supposed to do. But so many women, they won't admit it, that they're scarred, that they're burned, that they're so bitter. They're so bitter, and they want revenge. They want payback on that man because it didn't work out like you wanted it to, or wasn't planned out. You're not together forever like you thought you was, and you're hurt and you scarred and you scorned and you looking for revenge. Ladies, stop that mess. Stop it. First of all, I'm telling you this as a seasoned adult woman. Think about who you lay with first. Think about who you laying down with, who you giving your all to when you young and stupid. Because I was once young and stupid. That's how come I can tell these women now. Stop that mess that you doing. The young ones and the old ones. You need to stop. Because I know some older women in their 30s still rolling off baby like they lifesavers. You know, you need counseling. You
Child
need
support is the
somebody.
reason. Child support is the reason why, you know what I mean, guys say it's cheaper to keep her. Because I mean, I filed divorce. I filed divorce to my wife or whatever. And I was only working at the time I was only making like 930 something, whatever. My wife, she was working for the government, whatever. No, she was making $30 some an hour. And like I said, I filed for a divorce. She filed for custody and child support or whatever. And I ended up having to pay like almost half my check or whatever. Like, you know, even though she was making double what I was making.
3 times more. If you making $9.30, she making $37. Hello, almost 4 times what you was making. And the court went for that?
Yeah. No, but get this. Okay, so I was later on, whatever, she you know me was end up, be cool or whatever. She was like, so you paying for his health insurance and everything? And I said, yeah, they made me. No, she said he's been under me for free or whatever else since, me and work for the government, whatever. No, she said go in there and tell him that you want your money back or whatever like that. No, I said okay. So I went and did that. No, so they said okay, what we're going to do is add that to child support. So I had to pay, instead of paying the health insurance, whatever, no, directly, whatever, no, I paid it through child support. So they added it to the child support. I just received papers. They finally from my son, whatever, no, they the last payment was taxes or whatever like that. No, they took out taxes, and yeah, he's 19 now.
Oh, okay. Wow. And these are women that you had one night stands with. You didn't even know these
No,
people.
No, that was from my wife. The one that I had a 2-night stand with, I'm still paying child support for.
Well, how old are these kids? You said 19.
My oldest is 25.
The oldest is 25. That's from your wife?
No.
Okay.
That's from the 1-night stand.
Okay.
The middle one is 19.
From your wife.
Yeah, from my wife, and then the 2-night stand is 8.
8 years old.
Right.
Boy, you got a long way to go.
I know.
Funny man. You vetted for another 10 years.
I know.
And then you about to have another one.
Yeah, like DJ Khaled, another one. Yeah.
Here's another one. Contractor, what kind of advice would you give Funny Man? Contractor, where they go?
You move. I'm about to play this video.
You about to play? Okay.
I had it up for a minute now.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you good.
If man said, "Oh yeah, when I married my lady, she had $15,000 in her account. Working with me over 2 years, now she got 120 in there, and I got 2 properties in her name." They're gonna applaud him. They're gonna applaud her. They're gonna say the marriage strong. Let a woman say, "Come on." When my man came to me, he hadn't finished school yet. He didn't have good credit. And after 2 years with me, I built his credit up. I put him through school, and I got him 2 houses. They're gonna look at him like he a bum, and they're gonna look at her like she dumb. If a man said, "Oh yeah, when I
like she, yeah," and I've done that, and he's absolutely right. They're gonna look at him like a bum and look at her like she dumb. And I've been called a dummy before. You helped that nigga do such and such and such. Oh, you stupid. Oh, you stupid. I wouldn't do that. But I thought that's what couples do, help each other. But because I thought that's what couples do, help each other, I was looked at as being stupid. Go figure, huh? But
yeah.
It's true, right?
Oh yeah, it's true. That's true.
But but here's the thing: I wasn't stupid. I was doing. I felt like I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. You know, Molly, what you think? Was I stupid, or was any woman stupid that do that? And is any man a bum? What is your thoughts on that video, Molly?
I think the people worry about what society think too much, what other people think too much, and that's how they get down this rabbit hole that everybody think the same. But I just focus on me. I ain't regret anything I did for anybody, in a relationship. Even if it went bad, that's like having a job for a few years and they fire you. Now you regret ever working there. Like, nah, it got me through some tough times. It paid my bills right now. I just got to find another job. Same thing in relationships. It ain't work out, but the time that we had, they was good, but I got to find somebody else to do them same exact things for and help build the next person. But what tend to happen is people avoid even helping the next person. They avoid even dating the next person because now they scared that they'll fall back down that same rabbit hole, and they worrying about people like, oh, you gonna do that same stupid shit again? All you gonna do is do da da da, and that's what worked for you. That's what works for you. If somebody gonna appreciate it, then find somebody that who will. But it's hard to find that person if you just shut yourself out and think everybody just after you for your money. So it's weird though. I just think people should stop worrying about what people think and grow up.
That's the part. Growing up, people don't want to age. People don't want to get older. People don't want to mature. It's like they want to, but then they fight it every step of the way. I remember as a kid, I can't wait to be an adult, to be on my own. Be careful what you wishing for. Be careful what you, because we have not a clue what it entails. And then you get to adulthood, you be like, damn, I remember when I was this. I remember when I was a kid. I remember we spent so much time remembering back that we can't focus on what's in front of us and move to the future. And I heard a couple of 30-year-olds say this, Molly, they in your age group. You know what they said? They said, I'm trying to figure out this adulting thing. I didn't
Yeah.
understand the phrase when I first heard it because I come from a different era. So when they say I'm trying to figure out adulting, I'm like, what do you mean adulting? What is adulting? It meant growing up. They trying to figure out growing up.
Mhm.
That's nothing to figure out. You just do it, right? You just figure out how you're going to live your life. But we all grew up.
You figuring it out as you go. You know, it takes some people longer just because you grown don't make you mature. You know, like I'm 30, I'm still figuring things out. It's still things I be learning. Like wow, you know, like I ain't know this in my 20s. You know, like that's just life. You know, you don't really know something till you experience some things I experienced early on. So you know, I feel like I had to upset, but
But
yeah,
our
that's just
generation
life.
never said that. Our generation didn't have a phrase for being mature and growing up. Our generation,
Y'all had a
me,
slang though. Y'all slang was I'm grown. You can't tell me shit.
that's
I'm grown.
right, but you didn't.
And that
I'm
was the
trying to figure
thing.
out how to be
Y'all,
grown. We
once
didn't say
people got to that adulthood and y'all stage, y'all thought y'all was done learning. Y'all knew everything. Y'all wasn't willing to still learn. Y'all feel like, oh, I'm grown. Can't nobody tell me nothing now.
that
And
you
that
right.
ain't the case. Like, no, you still had a lot growing to do. Just because the government say you grown at 21 don't make you grown. But for some reason, people think that some girls at 18, well, I'm grown. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, but whatever you do don't mean it's going to be the right decision. You still learning. You know, we
Exactly.
understand that now in your 30s, but that's late because through your 20s, you thought you was grown. Shit, I'm grown. I know this, I know that. And you start to realize, shit, I ain't know a damn thing. You know, so you
And
got to
some
just,
people are still learning Molly at 50 and 60 and so on.
hell
So
yeah.
some people still learning. That's out of their 20s and 30s. You would think they should know better. You know, I be telling people, I'm too young.
Look, it's funny.
I'm too young to know better, but too old to refuse.
Look, this time you want to be like Marley when he grow up. The
When he
men
grew up,
get,
he would be like, we figure it out as we go.
the men get treated like shit when it comes to child support. It was some wild
You know,
women back then.
let me tell you, the men that get treated like crap, the good men that get treated like crap, because we got a lot of jokers out here that play with the system and they won't go after them. I don't understand that. They won't go after them, the one that's really felons in the system. But they take a good man that's trying to make it and do the right thing, and they will whoop the black off his butt or the brown or whatever color. They would just dig in his shit. So why can't they dig in the real felonious child support people, the kind that don't pay for their child, the kind that run and that's just out there just running amok? How
Yeah.
come the kind that's really playing with the system, getting people to I came across a story in Great Britain. I thought mine was the only story that happened like that. They got somebody else to take the child support test. Over there in Britain, and I'm gonna send you the article. My cousin sent it to me. And I was like, dang, they over there across the water. A white guy got some other dude to go up there and give a DNA sample to doing a blood test and to get away with it. But he got time in jail. So he got time in jail. How come they didn't put the felon on this side? They didn't give the people over here in America time in jail because they let the criminals be criminals and they let the good people they beat you for being good. If you criminal, you good. You get away with a lot of stuff. You a criminal. But if you trying to be an honest person, mild mannered, just a good person, you get all the flack. You get all the crap. Why is that? Because I'm gonna tell you why. The judicial system, it was made with criminals. Right here, this government, everything, criminals. The biggest organized crime. So of course they're going to let criminals, you know,
That's
get
why
away
they
with
call
our stuff.
that's why they call it the penal system. Because soon as they get their hands on you, gonna get fucked.
That's what I say. That's my junk 2 contract. I say the same thing. I said that's why it's the penal system. I say the same thing. Yeah, and that's sad. It's a sad but true. You know, and I feel bad that they take the good people. They got a shooting at a Dunbar High School, down at Dunbar High School, breaking news for y'all. They got loved ones or family in Dunbar, a lockdown.
Oh, that's in Baltimore.
No, Dunbar up here in DC.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot every day. There's something in everybody's area.
That's
Every
why I
day
don't watch the news.
Well,
That's
the news,
bad
like
news.
look, like Denzel Washington say, the news will watching the news will make you aware. Watching too much news will make you stupid.
We watch world news because it gives you get better news from the world news.
Contractor, sometimes you need to know what's going on in your neighborhood. The world
Yeah,
news
they
is
be
talking
having
about
that
over there
too.
in Israel or whatever. I need to know about the shooting that's happened down the street. So I
That's
need
what
to
I'm
know what's
saying.
locked down and what's blocked off in my area.
Yeah, dog, they be having that too. Like I'll be like, how they get that? But they be having all that.
So I ain't never seen what's going on in my area in the world news. Like we had the shooting at Suitland High School. I know a lot of family members and stuff that go right there at Suitland. We needed to know that they didn't have that on CNN or whatever. So you gotta watch the local and whatever. But like I said, you watch the little bit of news to keep you informed, to let you know what's going around that you may not know about. Or what's going to be, why is that blocked up? Why is this something happened? But too much news, I start messing with your brain.
Oh shit, we go to the corner store and find out all that shit.
Now that the corner store locked down, you can't get to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, niggas saying out front, telling everybody business and shit.
Oh yeah, the barbershop.
What up, Kenny?
Hey, Kenneth.
Kenny said, "Man, I hate it no matter what we do. It's a lot of good brothers out here."
Well, I love my man. I love my man. I love my men.
Look how women treat good guys. He too nice. He called me too much. He cared too much. Like, well, bitch,
send him over here. If he too nice, send him over here. If he too send him over here. I always get the one that want to dog you out.
But get with the one that's always locked up and then complain they're not there for their kid. Yeah, because they're locked up.
Right.
Wow. This has definitely been a Freaky Friday. And I cannot believe that I agree with most of the men on the panel. I cannot believe that I agree with most of the stuff that they're saying. I can't believe that. You know why? Because the truth is the truth. And if that is the case, that is the case. I can't believe I agree.
If it was a bunch of women on here, you wouldn't have got this far. See, men know how to talk to each other. We know how to respect each other and see what we talking about. Women would have came on here. It would have been a whole bunch of cackling and y'all have been arguing and all that because women don't know how to communicate. I mean, you do, but I'm just saying 98% of women don't know how to communicate. That's why it's a good show.
Because I have men around me like you and especially Molly to tell me to listen.
What's up, Lee?
Molly always saying, listen. Grand Rising, Lee. Lee in the house. Like, where Lee at? You see Lee? Good morning, Lee.
Nah, I don't see Lee nowhere.
Oh, and men deal with reality. If we see a bad chick, we'll say to ourselves, nah, I can't mess with her until I get my stuff together. I gotta go out here and do this and do that. Once I get straight, then I holler at her then. Women who bad as I don't know what, or chicks who got 9,000 kids, about 10,000, they all want the same man and think they all can get the same man.
That sounds so Kevin Samuel like.
Kevin Samuel like,
Oh yeah, he was a truth. That was my guy.
Oh yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Yo, they killed him, yo.
He was a joke.
They killed him.
Some stuff he said. They said he died on top of some coochie.
See, but nobody
make
was
fun
there.
of him.
No, a woman put that out there. Ain't no man say nothing like that. That's disrespectful. Men
that was the news.
Nah,
that's what they saying. That's what they said.
Yeah, they try to say he took too much Viagra.
Too
or
much
something.
Viagra.
Yeah, something about Viagra.
Oh, that's how he died. It wasn't
Yeah.
drugs.
They
Fucking
said it was a heart attack.
Heart attack. Yeah.
But I do agree with
this,
agree with the conductor though.
No, but this is the thing though. Right before that happened, he just started working out. He said he got a personal trainer. He was putting a lot of stress on his body to be in shape for the summertime. How they know it ain't happening because of that? They just want to put something out there to make him look bad.
Taken out because the system doesn't want. Malik said he was taken out because the system doesn't want to change the woman train of thought.
Yep. I agree with that.
He's making them women look at themselves in the mirror. Man, it was one girl went viral. She said her dude got to make $100,000.
Yep.
And then she said she need to be. He got to give her $5,000 a month.
That's
at least the 7,000. He's like, damn, she ain't even do the math. Like, he ain't even got no money left over to even take care of himself.
That's talk. Those girls like that, they just on it just to be talking because they ignorant. That's I mean, when I hear women say that kind of psychobabble, you stupid. You need to go back and do some adjusting. You stupid. I turn it off. I'm like, don't.
People like rate yourself from 1 to 10. They'll be like, oh, a 10. He'll say, how many kids you got? How old are you? This is this. He said, you're not even a 3. I'm like, damn.
He sit up there.
Damn.
These women are looking for validation. Anytime you calling into a show because they don't know and love themselves. See, once you love you.
But why though? But why? It started with their mother. Their mother ain't love their.
It started with I don't know because I don't know those people. I know they need help. I know they need help trying to figure out the so-called thing called adulting. People need to figure out not adulting, but they need to just figure out how to live in peace. How do one get to peace? How can someone be peaceable and have peace of mind and heart?
Start off with peace.
Gotta be real with yourself.
Yeah.
Most of these people ain't real with themselves. You ask any woman, what would you bring to the table? They not gonna mention really nothing about finance. Most of them gonna say they self, they body, they beauty. Oh, I can do this, but that ain't gonna keep the lights on. That ain't gonna keep things moving for real. But if you ask a man what you gonna bring to the table, he can't say that shit. Shit, I'm gonna bring these abs. She like, shit, ain't enough. Nigga, I need, you got to bring the money, the bacon.
That's why I always say, if you ask 10 different men what a good man is, no matter if they land in the gutter or they a multi-billionaire, they all the answers will be similar. But if you ask 10 women what's a good woman, you can get 10 different answers.
I don't know. I haven't asked a man what's a good man.
Most of them gonna say a man's supposed to protect, provide, create stability, take care of his family, stuff like that. You ask a woman what's a good woman? Oh, I know how to twerk.
Look, surveys say we asked 100 women from the ages of 18 to 30 this question. Survey say, bing, bing, bing. It's messed up, and it's because they haven't learned anything from the previous generation. Let me tell you what my cousins and them say to me, right? You know, when we all get together, they be like, "Oh, instead of listen to what Reese say and run into him straight." Oh, Reese telling it explicit. The mother like, "Don't tell them that. That's too much." I'm telling them the truth, but you don't want me to tell them the truth. You want to shelter these kids, these little title MFers. You want to shelter these kids and you don't want them to learn the truth about the real world. So what happens when they get out there in the real world? They get smacked in the freaking face.
Right.
That's what they do. Tell these kids the truth. These are the most meanest and weakest kids at the same damn time. How you gonna be weak and strong at the same damn time? It's because they strong as they could cancel you, stand up against you and all that. But when you tell them your breath stink, they fall down and cry. Wait a minute, just a second ago, you was telling me you do this and this and that and the other. But they can't take life.
But Reese, that's how women are in today. If women are victims and villain in the same sentence. It all depends on who she talking to. If she talk to one of her girlfriends, oh yeah, I slapped that nigga upside his head and put him out the house. If she talk to one of her brothers because she wants somebody to do something to the nigga, oh he did this to me, he did that to me. Women are that's where it comes from.
We got to, you know, they say we want women rights. I want women to be right. Okay?
Right.
We want women rights. No, ladies, we gotta be right. Let's concentrate and fix that first. Because we're not even.
But what is that when you never had to do anything because everybody gets excuses for you? Everybody, I think it's kind of too late for women now. But men, we always had to face reality. Everything look out for women. Women got shelters, they got WIC, they got Section 8, they got everything.
Women, certain type of women have that, baby. Certain type. Certain demographics of women have that because if you're out there, you working every day, you ain't gonna get none of that. None of that. If you only have one child, guess what? You ain't getting none of it. Me and my girlfriends used to say this a long time ago. We were all like one hit quitters because while we were working, we was like, dang, you gotta have 4 or 5 kids to get some help. Yes. Because you know, and that's the truth. That's the sad truth that we come up and what we deal with, you know, on a regular. You know, it's different types of demographics, different categories of women, just like there's different types of different categories.
See, that's when y'all try to cause division. See, don't start dividing yourself when y'all want to be separate. You know, one minute y'all hold it ain't women rights, but then when it comes to when we point out the things y'all get, well, I ain't part of that group, but I'm part of it. We just speaking on women as whole, as a whole. We know that. No, women, period, but women get that. They get that. The ones who need it, we understand you won't get it, but we still speaking on women in general. Y'all get those things. We ain't getting that regardless. It don't matter who you is.
Right.
That's
men that have their children. Because I have helped brothers get their paperwork out. Men that have their children can't get benefits. I've helped them get benefits.
That's 2%. That's 2% compared to 98% of women who get
but
that.
But we as a people, like y'all said, we got to change the narrative, and that's the men and the women. We all got to help. It's never too late to learn. So if you 50 years old and you find out this, make a change to try to make a difference. It's never too late to learn, and it's never too late to change. You know what I'm saying? You still got time to get it right. If you breathing, you still got time to get it right. If you breathing, you still got time to search for that peace.
Yeah, but we got that mindset. What about the other people? Because these new kids are coming up, they don't know nothing. They don't want to know nothing.
But we got to talk to them. We got to talk to them. Somebody told me, don't talk to my child about that. All I can do is back off. I don't want my child to know about that. All right? Back off. And then when
you know what?
Real life,
you know what they need to do? You need to qualify to be a mother. That's what they need to start doing. If you can't pass certain qualifications, you don't need to have kids. Because the rest of us gotta suffer. These bitches out here having all these kids, and then we going out, we getting robbed by products of single mothers. When you at the mall, and you leave with all your bags and your girl, you ain't looking for no white people. You ain't looking for nobody but niggas that look just like you.
You know what is sad? We as humans, we are the only ones that need training to take care of our young. Yeah. In the natural world of society, there's not no training for a puppy to take care of another puppy or the way they act. But us human, us Homo sapiens, whatever you want to call your higher thinking, there got to be a book that you got to read to know how to be a parent, a mother or father. There's got to be a book. It's got to be some type of training. How come a dog don't need to train?
Because the puppy got both parents. When a puppy born, both of the dogs is there. When humans are born, She get pregnant the whole pregnancy, she by herself, but cause she on Instagram and all that, and everybody cheering her on, everything cool till she had a baby and realized that she stuck by herself. Now men ain't shit and this and that. Won't nobody babysit, so now she taking it out on the kid. I be seeing women out in public talk to their kid real crazy, calling the kid bitches and all kind of shit. I'm like, damn.
I've seen that
crazy.
too. We seen a little boy, me and my son was coming in the house. And we seen, I think I talked about it on the show, Marley, how, because Tyree just shook his head. It was like, and you wondering why we so messed up. He looked at me like if he was that kid and I was the one cussing the little boy out. She was like, he was a little boy, little Marley, he was a little, and I'm like, oh, little cute little thing. And she just cussing him out. And I don't care. You don't let nobody hit you. And he crying and she yanking and dragging him. And I was like, wow.
Okay, so when that same little boy grow up, he don't know how to take care of himself. He don't know how to talk to women. He let women talk to him any kind of way, and he treat women a certain kind of way. Whose fault is that? It's his mother's fault because she put that in him at a young age. That's what I always say. Everybody's so quick to talk about men this and men that. Men don't know how to do this. Men don't know how to do that. But nobody ever talks about how from the age of 8 to 18, he done seen over 25 dicks run through his mother. That gotta do something to a boy too.
Okay, this also would do something to a boy. When that little boy get home and tell his dad what happened, and then that father being a father, get on that mother, so you ain't gonna talk and do that to my son. Don't put that in his head and say, son, let me show you how to handle bullies. Knuckle up. It takes both. It takes both. So when you do the best you can by yourself, it takes both though. You just put everything on the woman. I can't put everything on a woman because I see
they the ones having the kids. Yeah. We can't have no kids. We can't have none.
What's that day?
And Reese, I mean, it is the woman or whatever, because you know what I mean. I deal with it whatever. Like if you know what I mean, like when I get my daughter or whatever like that, no, and I'm trying to correct them, like don't this is this. If she gets mad and goes to her mom or whatever like that, no, then you know what I mean. I can get increased child support. I can get this. I can this. You know what I mean? So it's like you know what I mean. Some of the dads and everything, you know what I mean, want to teach the kid whatever like that, no. But if they're spoiled and this and all by the other parent or whatever like that, no, and you're like, you know what I mean, no, you're not doing this. You know, they can be like, I don't want to go to my dad's anymore, or this is this. You know, I mean, it's. I don't know. Like I agree with the conductor. You know what I mean?
Right, but I've seen it the other way too, because I know a family where the kids are split up. The father called the shots because he got the money because he spoiled the kids, and they like, and every time the mother say something, it's like noach, and she's telling them you need to do this X, Y, Z. I just go to daddy and do whatever I want. And then when the kids come back all messed up, jacked up, they come back to the mother crying. Can you help me? Can you fix this? Can you fix that? They're in two separate households now because they want to stay with their daddy. They want to stay with the money. They want to stay with the iPhone, the PS5. They want to stay with all of this.
But that's an isolated incident majority of the time.
I mean, I've seen. I'm telling you what I've seen.
Yeah, that's one incident. But the majority of dudes going through it every day. They got kids while when dudes want to be there for their kids. See that, and I tell dudes, whenever you meet a woman, don't never tell her that your father wasn't there for you. So I want to be there for my kid, because as soon as y'all not together, she gonna keep your kid from you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They use them as weapons, whatever. My daughter stays with not my baby mom, but her mom, her grandma. So and she lives by herself. Her husband just died like 2 years ago or whatever like that. No, she's like old, miserable and everything like that. No, and she's trying to make my daughter older or whatever. No, you know what I mean? When I get my daughter, no, I'm joking around, making videos and stuff like that. No, and at first she was like, Dad, that is so immature. I'm like at the time, I'm like, you're like 5 years old or whatever like that. You know what I mean? You're a kid or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Threw away her I got her all these all these baby Barbie dolls, whatever like that, no, they all got thrown away. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, they want her to be, you know what I mean, older and mature and everything. I'm like,
Yo, but we gotta realize this too. Most women hate men. They grew up in a household, never saw a man around the house except dudes coming in and out fucking their mother. So they don't even know how to interact with a man. They don't even know how to love a man. So when they get older, all they know how to do is fuck. And when that shit is over, they want to get revenge. That's all they know how to do.
That's the isolated incident that you talked about, contract. Because I grew up
every day.
I seen something different. I didn't see that what you see. I didn't, you know, I didn't see what the contractor saw. Dave, did you see what the contractor saw? Molly, was that the case in your household?
No, we ain't talking about them in particular. We talking about as a whole with going what we see every day.
Yeah.
What we see every day, you can meet a woman now, and 9 times out of 10, she gonna come with somebody else's head and somebody else's kids. You gonna make it's just a whore somebody else got tired of. You gonna make the best of the shit until you get tired of the big pig. Then you gonna throw it back in the recycle bin, and then you gotta deal with the backlash of however she gonna feel.
Well, I just thank God for my grandparents. I had a grandmother and a granddaddy, and they were my prototype of what I see how, and they didn't always get along, but they were my prototype of loving to the end. Even if my grandmother didn't love my grandfather like he loved her, that my granddaddy was my prototype of a man. And I have yet to find a man that even come close, that can even spit on Wade McFarland's shoes. And I'm looking for that type of quality. And that's what made me the type of woman that I am. That's what he made me the type of woman that I love men, I support men, and I disagree with all this stuff that the women do to the men, because I seen it. And then, you know, you grow up, and I see my uncles and his wife and how she did him with all this stuff. You see a lot from your family members. You see a lot.
Yes.
Right.
I'm just thankful that I had my grandfather there to show me a good woman and a bad woman. And what he said, when I found out the meaning of a strumpet, he was an old country man, but he believed in family, and he didn't play. Whether you were wrong or right, whether if my aunt was right or if his sons was right, he would tell it like it is. His children got cussed out plenty of days. And I would see, and he will always say, have integrity. Don't lie. You know, he gives you values. I didn't learn it from my parents. I learned it from my grandparents. And I thank God for them, for having them. Because I don't know what I would be. I don't even know what my mindset would be if I did not have them. I might have been in the 98%.
Even that situation, your grandparents raised their kids. They shouldn't have had to raise nobody else's kids. I mean, thank goodness they was there, but it shouldn't have been like that.
Well, my mother was a child having a child. The onus felt, everything felt on them. And that's how my grandmother felt about me, like I was their child, because she felt like, she said it was her fault. That's what my grandmother did. She took onus of that. My grandmother said,
why though?
Because she said that she did not equip my mother with enough knowledge. She said that was her fault because she didn't tell her enough. Because she just when you don't tell your children enough, and they go out there and they make mistakes, that's because you ain't prepared them. You letting them stay kids.
That's not true. That's not true, because you can give your kids everything that you're supposed to give them. They spend majority of their time in school. It's over 8 hours a day. So any bad stuff that they picking up, they getting from being around other kids who don't have the same family structure in their household.
Well, my mother was in the books, Harlequin romances. She was in, you know, what she saw in the pen and paper. She was more into that, and then it didn't happen the way she read about. It didn't happen. You know, life happened. And my grandmother said that she should have talked to her more. And she told me to my face, that's why we took care of you, Reese, because we felt that was they felt that it was their fault.
But
my grandfather just pulled me out the gate, regardless.
no matter what they told her, she did what she wanted to do. I mean, some people just like that. They want to do what they want. Like me, I thought I was gonna be a drug dealer for the rest of my life. Nobody
Is
could
that
have
what
ever
you
told
wanted
me.
to be? Is that what you wanted to be though?
Man, I was good. I was great. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, shit. I was.
So you
Yeah,
actually wanted to be okay. Well,
I love doing that shit. I was good. That's where I learned all my business from. I ain't never go to business school. I've been self-employed for over 22 years. So I did get something out of it, even though it was something I wasn't supposed to be doing. Or when I look back on that now, I don't know how I did all that stuff. I would never do none of that shit now.
no. Let me ask you this: did you learn anything about being incarcerated? Did that teach you anything?
Yeah, don't go back. Shit. Fuck all that.
You make my lungs go. Oh boy.
Oh, shit.
Molly, you got anything you want to say? Lord have mercy. This is that's
I ain't
good.
got a lot of comments.
Okay, let's read them, baby.
Uh,
Oh Lord have mercy.
Slicker said, "What is sad, just the way they put black man down."
That's true.
Kenny said, "We need to tap into nature, let nature guide." Malik, what up, Malik? Said everything is pre-coded, other than that you're being programmed. That's why you have to learn. LOL. Black women speak to their kids as if they despise them. Kenny exactly
Yes.
posted for that. He said, "Speak funny, man." Slicky said, "Back to
who
what
said that black women speak to their kids as if they despise them?
Malik said that."
I agree 100% because I got that kind of verbiage from my biological coming up, and it was because guess what? To this day, she still hates my father. She said if he was on fire, she wouldn't spit on him.
But she fucked him though. That's the nigga you chose though. You allowed that nigga to enter your body, and now you can't stand him. See the shit that women do. It's no matter what a woman do, she gonna find a way to blame that shit on somebody. It's always the man's fault. It's never the woman's fault.
It's always the nigga fault.
And I used to get chastised because if I talk to my father or love on my father, show my father, I want my father doing this, I would get like that's a bad thing.
You know why that is? Because
he wasn't there, and I'm like,
he wasn't there.
But he here now.
You know why that is? Because women will get together to bring niggas down. Men ain't gonna get together and trying to bring nobody down. Men don't do stuff like that.
No,
so by default, women take advantage of that.
And that's why I never got together with my friends to bring my son father down or any of that. I'm thinking differently because he ain't had nothing to do with what went on. So why would you make a child feel bad about the choices you made? You chose to lay down with that man. You chose to. So why would I make my child feel bad about my mistakes? That's wrong.
Women don't
look at it like that though.
Mama messed up too. A lot of people think because they parents don't mean they ain't got no type of mental illness or something they was dealing with. She was young when she had you by an older man. Like he probably talked her into having sex and told her you gonna be my wife for life. And don't tell him what he told. He was way older than her. I can't imagine talking to a younger girl. And like you can just easily manipulate a younger girl at any time.
Hey Marley, when you read the book, mom's pushed up on niggas. If you read the book.
I read the book.
I mean, my story is different.
But I'm saying majority of the women out here that's younger, they not the ones calling the shot with an older man. Like the older man is the one who's teaching them and manipulating them. It don't matter. You can watch any damn movie or TV show. It's always an older man talking to the younger girl into running away from home, doing this and doing that. So that's how I look at it. At the end of the day, it's a younger girl dating an older man. Ain't no way that she calling the shots. Like, this what we gonna do. I tricked you into having sex with me. Like, nah, I don't believe it. That just
you know what it is, Molly? Molly, I can talk. I can speak from
But not
Baltimore.
with the
Most of these
book.
chicks grew up
I
in
know what
poverty.
Reese's story is though.
Yeah, most of these chicks grew up in poverty. They just trying to get out. If a nigga seem like he got something going for himself, they trying to latch on to him. They do not want to live in the hood no more and not have the stuff that they want. So if they know if they get with an older man, he more settled, he gonna charge her because she younger. That's the mentality that they have. That's what females told me. I like older men because they treat you better because you younger, you more fun, and you this and you that, and they got their stuff together. I don't like dudes my age because all they want to
But
do
I'm
is run the
saying,
street
is
and
they
smoke weed.
how old are they? Is they 14?
Oh, nah, they like
That's what I'm saying.
17,
Now
18.
imagine talking to a 14-year-old and you grown or you 15 or like this. That's way beyond. Like I can't
Right.
see a
But
teenager
contracted,
talking
did
to.
you ever have contracted at 18 or 15 or 19? Was you talking to 14 or 15-year-old?
Fuck no, I was
Fuck
always talking to
no.
old chick.
Okay,
Not when I
David,
was
what about
14.
you?
No, 17.
Hell no.
How easy
So
would that be though to hit a 14-year-old at that age? To get her to do whatever the hell you want her to do, to believe that you gonna be this and that for her. You ain't even gotta have that. You can work at Shoe City and she think you that nigga. Like it wouldn't
that's
matter.
you can work at McDonald's and she can think
Yeah, you
that,
got to check.
oh, he bought me a Happy Meal. I got a toy.
Yeah.
I got a toy. You right.
But that's a
Oh,
parent fault though. The father need to don't ever deal with this type of dude. Bring up like see when a black chick like a little boy, she sneak him home while her mother at work. When a little white girl like a white boy, she bring him home. The mother meet him, then the father meet him. The father okay him. Once they decide they okay, then they go over there and meet them parents. When they meet them parents, they seem like they okay. They get them the okay. You don't know how many houses I go into. And these people be in their 20s and early 20s and mid 20s, six, $7,000, $100,000 houses. They keep their wealth in their family.
They
So
share
we
that
gotta be
knowledge. So whatever they
yeah,
teaching them, they share the knowledge. Ignorance, they said ignorance is bliss. Ignorance
yeah,
beget ignorance. So an ignorant don't is not necessarily a bad word. It just means you don't know or you're not
right,
educated on something.
right.
Now that's not calling you the same as saying you're a dummy or you're stupid, meaning that you can't learn or you have the inability to learn or you won't learn. You know, that now you're dummy and stupid when you won't learn. Some people never learn their lessons. Some people don't want to learn. So some people want to be ignorant so they won't have to take accountability. See, a lot of people do that. Oh, I don't want to know this. I don't want to know that. Because once you know, then you know. Then you can't say, "Oh, you didn't know that," or "You was never told." Man, can't nobody say that we don't be having some bomb conversations on the Morning Mac show. Today was a good day. Today was a fella's day. I feel like because we kind of touched on a little bit, on like 1% of the issues of what's wrong between man and woman. Just a little bit. We got a whole lot more to do.
I'm trying to bring it up.
You breaking up. You sounding like a robot contractor. What did he say?
I don't know.
He froze up. We he froze up. What are you doing? We talked about a little bit of what the problem is. We got a whole lot of fixing to do as a people. We need and where you can get to that Zen state again, where you can have your peace of mind and love for your brothers and sisters. I mean, I ain't talking about that fake love, like, oh yeah, hey girl, hey, I can't stand that bitch. I'm talking about real, hey, how you doing? And feel that, it's so many. I just sometimes I want to stay and lock myself away from the world because I don't move the same way, or maybe I do, but I feel that I don't move the way that they do or think the way that they do because I see a lot of stuff, and I'm just all I shake my head at like, why do we continue this pattern? I'm trying to do better myself. I'm trying to do better mentally and physically. Molly, what can you add to the conversation today? What can you add to what I just said?
I just think people need to respect that we don't know everything, and no matter what age you is, you still got room to grow. You still got a lot to learn, no matter what it is. Like, and always look forward to learning something. It can be a word a day. It can be learning how to cook, how to grow a plant. I'm pretty sure it's something that we naive to. You know, it's always something that we can pick up on. And the more you get into that, the more you increase in the things, you know, your brain power. You know, like that's a good exercise. I believe it always keep you scribing and wanting to live. But when you just settle with, I know everything and this is life, then you're not looking to grow. You satisfied. You ain't gonna never grow. Sometimes people get stagnant and don't move because you ain't looking forward to nothing. But when you're looking forward to learning, man, you can always wake up with some type of enjoyment. You know, so that's all I encourage people to do, man. Keep your ears open.
David, what about you? I love what you just said, Molly. I agree 100%. David?
Oh yeah, I agree with Marley too. And when you was talking about that fake love, I call it church love or whatever. No, because you have people in the church be talking about Bible says come as you are or whatever. No, then soon somebody comes and something, I'll be like, why did they come dressed like that? You know what I mean? So yeah, but I agree exactly what Marley said. You know what I mean? It's all about you know what I mean, taking accountability and you know what I mean, not you know what I mean, like growing or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Like yeah, pretty much everything that Molly said.
So Molly, you get 2 thumbs up. Dave was like all of that.
I
All of
said
that.
everything. My bad. My bad.
You know, said it.
Yeah,
Well, I know on June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, y'all please, even if you don't come, buy tickets, support. We doing a Freedom Festival in Washington, D.C. That right there. Myself, Phil Page, Funny Man, Dave is going to be there, and a host load of many more. And thank you, Phil Page and Brenda Brown, for bringing that. Brenda coming all the way from Vegas to help get it started and everything situated. And Dave, you've been on her shows before. How is her shows?
I mean, like Phil said, it's mainly game shows.
Yay! I
Yeah,
love game shows.
game shows. She got different games and stuff like that. No, there's one show, you know what I mean, where it's it's something like The View or something like that. No, but instead of everybody with the chairs and stuff, um, everybody turns their camera off, and then you know what I mean. If somebody makes somebody laugh or something like that, no, then you turn your camera on or whatever. It's that kind of contest, and you know what I mean.
Some wacky stuff.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
So that coupled with a stand-up comedy show,
okay, yeah,
that'll be fire. So it's like when we get ready to bring Molly Mall $1 Million Moments Presents is coming. We're going to be bringing something sort of like that to you all in DC as well. A little improv. I love improv. Oh my gosh, I love watching it. I love being a part of it. And those are good exercise tools for any stand-up comedian. The improvisational skills, when they spot on, you can be spot on. It helps you get over your jitters on stage and your nervousness and all of that. Improv really does. I used to do it. We did it for like a year with the Gwen Factor, Taco Tuesdays and Tequila, and Tomfoolery. We had a comedy show, and we did sketches. For the most part of it, in between the acts of the comedy show. It was awesome. So we get ready to bring that back to you, some awesome fun with $1 Million Moments. I love my men. I love all the men in my life. I love all the men on the panel. Maybe in another life I was a man. I don't know, but I love me some men. Okay, ladies, we got work to do. Men too, don't get it wrong. Some men got work to do too, but you know, we all got work to do. Let me say that. We all. How about that? I don't want to spin on this credit. They be like, you bitch, you up there talking smack. Get this book. And we're doing casting calls for this book. We need some characters, y'all. We need, when you read this book, I need 3 more men and 3 more women. I'm looking. Read this book. You know what I'm needing, looking for. Man or woman. Shades of blue. Live. Coming to you soon. David, you got to get your copy. We got to get you your download. You got to read it.
Oh yeah.
So we got to get yours.
I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every
Peace,
second
y'all.
when I'm not recording. I'm waking up
All right.
conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path. I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast. I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble. Told myself to keep
weather.
lying. So much stress
I-
was building up. Swear I be needing me time.